Now, I want to bring to your notice that there are three things that you are going to get in control of if you are ever going to make it in your life and in your destiny. There are three things that you are going to be in control of. You must become a master and a mastery of these three things. They are the keys that unlocks every protocol. They are the keys that unlocks every locked door. And when you are looking for access, these three keys must be in your pocket for you to be able to have access. The number one key is the key of wisdom. The number one key is the key of wisdom. The number two key is the key of faith. And number three key is the key of power. These are the three keys that you must have and you must become a master and a mastery of for you to begin to get into the dimensions of rest. Can I bring to your doorsteps this morning, as our flight is hitting the runway right now, that if you don't have these three keys, you would never achieve anything big with God, and you would never come into the place of rest. You will never come into the globalization knowledge, because these three keys are the fundamental coordinates that you are going to make use of as you begin to fly. Permit me to take number key one, and the key is the key of wisdom. Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 1. Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 1. The key of wisdom. The key of wisdom. The key of wisdom. Media, please, can you help me and let us project it on the bigger screen, please? I need you to be focused. Church, let's read together. One to go. Does not wisdom call, and understanding lift up her voice? Now you need to understand that wisdom can speak. Wherever you get into and you see wisdom has a voice. Am I talking to someone? Am I talking to someone? Wisdom has a voice. And let me bring to your notice that when I was privileged to be called into the football setting, I began to learn from one of the best in the last 25 years in grassroots organization and footballing, and I began to understand that there are keys to success, there are keys to also failures. So whenever you get into an organization where wisdom is, you can be able to hear the voice of wisdom. Am I talking to someone now? Am I talking to someone now? Now, if you have a motor vehicle and you are driving, and all of a sudden you see in the fuel gauge that the vehicle is shining light, it is the voice of wisdom telling you that if you don't want me to stop you on the way, you better get into a petrol station and refuel. Am I talking to someone now? All right. If you are fasting, or you are doing something and then your stomach begins to speak to you in certain languages, it is the voice of wisdom that is calling that your body is in need of what? Food. That is the voice of what? Wisdom. If all of a sudden you wake up at the middle of the night or in the daytime and you touch the body of your child and you notice that the temperature of the child is beyond the normal, that is the voice of wisdom that is speaking to you. What is that wisdom? You should take the child to what? To a hospital. Am I communicating wisdom? So wisdom has a voice. That's why the scripture said, he said, does not wisdom call? Another translation, KJV, said, does not wisdom cry? That is a cry of wisdom. Wisdom can cry. When you begin to see certain people, you have, and listen, let me tell you, I have had people say a lot of things about opportunities coming and again, but I came to submit to someone here that there is an opportunity that will only come once in your lifetime. If you miss it, it's a defining moment of your life. These are times and seasons where wisdom is crying. He said, does not wisdom cry? Give me KJV, please, whomever is on the console, and give me Message translation. Does not wisdom cry? Does not wisdom cry? Does not wisdom cry? Many people are intelligent but not wise. Intelligence is the accumulation of knowledge. Many people are intelligent. There are people who are dangerously intelligent, but wisdom is far from them. All right, Message Bible said, do you hear Lady Wisdom calling? Alenia Kovenoa, member Kobi, Kaprandi Kalabania, Elia no Mandia Kotes Katapa. Let's read together, church. Let's read together as a mass where you want to go. Do you hear Lady Wisdom calling? Can you hear Madam Inside raising her voice? Ali Brundus Kutumanki Kamoni Ambala Takata. The proof of the skill of hearing is action. I'm coming, just follow me. Remember, we are hitting a crescendo, and I want you to know. Let's go to verse 17 of the book of Proverbs, chapter 8. Now, let me tell you that in your vague to advancement, listen, every advancement must be constructive, it must be strategic. If you want advancements to last in your life, it must be constructive. Constructive in the sense that there must be a structure and a system well defined and well explained to sustain it over a period of time. If not, whatever you gain with time, you can lose it. So there must be a way you can be able to explain how you got to that level of prosperity. So every prosperity in life must be constructive, and it must be what? Structural. Verse 17, let's read together. I love those who love me. This is the voice of wisdom speaking. So wisdom said, I love those who love me, and those who look for me find me. So you see that wisdom is a personality that you must look for. Wisdom is a personality that you must look for. Wisdom is a personality that you must look for. So you must go to look for wisdom. So one of your New Year resolutions must be the search of wisdom. You must deliberately, intentionally, consciously look for wisdom. Am I speaking to someone? Now, on the way to prosperity, because I know you want to prosper, right? Is there anybody here who does not want to prosper? The answer is no. Even if you don't want to prosper, so long as you are in TLGP, the helped church, you cannot work very, very hard not to prosper. Even if you work very, very hard to say, I'm not going to prosper, it is too late, because you are here.